Oh. All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to what I think is episode 3 of our Tarkov New York series. So far, it hasn't been too hard. In fact, having everything unlocked right away with the only bottleneck being the resources you find and having no availability of 25% loot, that's made this laughably easy for someone of our skill level. Right? We already have an endgame horde base, and we just got through the 7-day horde. Now, if I am gonna die in this mod, it's probably not gonna be during a horde. It's gonna be during the everyday survival while I take stupid chances and risk my life irresponsibly, right? So the question is, how long is it gonna be before we reach that point? How long is it gonna be before I make that mistake, that terminal mistake that we don't get to come back from? And that's the question. Okay, we are back in. One successful horde nailed. Let's repair the wrench and the shovel, as well as probably the knife, eh? And get ready. The knife first. We need the combat capability. Until then, I guess I'll use a gun. We can outrun whatever we come across. So, rather than banging out a whole bunch of jobs, I don't know. We have an entire city that we could search, and quite frankly, I'm getting sick of doing buried supplies for Trader Hugh. That's all he has, is buried fucking supplies. Let's try to find another trader. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around this city there has to be Trader Wrecked, right? Or, like, in Central Park. We're gonna look for Central Park. Well, we got the burn biome over there. I think I know where Trader Wrecked is relative to the location of this bridge. We'll see. And if I'm not mistaken, Jen is right across here. Maybe we have a new trader we can start doing jobs at. Maybe. Hell yeah. We found another trader. Let's search the chemistry station. Hopefully we find a fucking beaker. I could still use one. We need to craft, we need to craft our own chemistry station at base. Oh my god. That was just a one-off, like, wouldn't it be nice if, and we actually fucking got one. Oh, that's sick. The gods smile upon us this day. Hello, Cedric. Welcome, buddy. It's good to see you. How are you doing today? All right, up we go. Hello, buddy.
We've got good deals and great deals. I'd take the heart. I
Okay,
knew I could count
we got a
on it.
job. What's that? Interesting. Found an acid. And a can of herring. Let's eat that now. All right, let's go do that job we just got. Am I ever happy that we have actual POI jobs and we don't have to go digging anymore? Hell yes, buddy. Where's my bike? Right over there. Am I gone funeral home? Heyo! Welcome, Elements. How are you doing today, buddy? Got another acid? Okay, let's get started. I'm having a wonderful day, buddy. I trained harder today than I ever have. Second day in a row that I've trained. I made up for yesterday with the recording problem. Hell yeah. What's that? TT33. 33 titties. I got 33 titties, boys. We're set. Set for life. The Indian goddess Titsnu. Alright, let's begin. Where the fuck is this said? Over there, right? Okay. I'm glad to hear that, Cedric. Very glad, buddy. You know we're wrenching everything. I love to be thorough, buddy. We're gonna be thorough. Where's my pickaxe? Right here. All right. So I did some research about that Schedule 1 beta, and buddy, that is a game-changing fucking update. I can't believe it. I'm so excited to play it, but I have to wait till the stable branch comes out. Fucking 3 employees at the sweatshop. Like, done. Oh, shit. Slow him down. Holy shit. Well, we got the stash. Dog. Let's go. Oh shit, I sprained my leg. Alright, automatic. Got it. Probably a little overkill, but we're good. Oh shit. Come on. So, are we good? I think we're good. I obliterated that fucking dog. My leg is, pretty shittered now, though. Kvass. Let's drink that now. Scrap the office chair. Survivalist outfit. We're gonna scrap that. We don't need it. Scrap the bandages. I can craft more bandages, right? Yeah, I can. Okay, drop that. I don't want to make my leg worse if I can avoid it. Okay. Well, let's go. Ah, no, my leg. Oh, why did I do that? Okay, so I guess when you have a sprained leg, you're twice as susceptible to a break. Oh, that's fucked, buddy. We got a broken ass leg. And we are slow as shit now. All right. We need to find an aluminum splint.
Good job. He always needs... Excellent.
All right, are we back? Is this shit working? Let's see. I think we're back. Yeah, we're back. Okay, we're good. Yeah, that's messed up. That is messed up. Basically my entire PC. So the stream went dead and my display turned off and then my fan started going crazy. I don't know what it was. I had to do a hard shutdown of my entire computer to fix it. Yeah, that was weird, buddy. I don't know what the fuck happened. But we're good. We're just fine. Alright, let's see here. We're back now. You guys can probably see the game at this point. Alright, let's open this in the live panel. I don't want to have auto stop. Yeah, auto stop is not enabled, so we should be fine. We'll just keep on going as we were. I wonder if that was like the mod or like my graphics card driver or whatever. I don't know. I wish I had my techies in here. Where are my techies at? I'll have to ask them about it later. Honestly, you guys might think that's bad luck, but consider the fact that it didn't happen in the middle of combat. The gods were looking out for us. Could have happened anytime, during any fight, and instead, it happened when we were safe. Alright. Poopy Pants Country Daycare and retrieve the shipment. Completed. So it kind of like it crashed before we turned in the job then, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what that was at all. What the fuck is the techies? I got a couple people in the community who are really good at technical stuff, so. All right, now we're gonna take another job
work hard and
at the Roland residence.
Will swell.
I got no idea what the hell happened there. We're just gonna pretend like it didn't happen at all. We can't fix our broken leg until we find one of those aluminum splints. Let's eat that blueberry pie. I actually think that crash had more to do with the game and less to do with my PC. Because a whole bunch of stuff with the game got rolled back. You know what I mean? My bike wasn't here. And I remember we successfully turned in that job before the crash. All right, well, we can get a lot done here. We're gonna grab this sand. I mean, I can gather it fast as fuck, right? Since we can make concrete, I don't see a good reason not to. Okay. Hey, that's our reward airdrop for the horde. We'll have to go get that. I feel like we got no health back from the from eating that blueberry pie. Am I mistaken? Let's just use that. Yeah, I'm not getting any health back. There must be like a max health. Yeah, max health depletion. Okay, that makes sense. It's just hard to tell because it looks like it's missing health, not missing max health. Hello, Jesper. It's good to see you, buddy. How are you doing today? Well, with this broken leg, the more grind work I can do, the better. We're gonna go get that airdrop after this job, and then we're gonna go home. We got a couple things to harvest over here. Yeah, when your leg is sprained, you actually become much more susceptible to a break in this mod. If your leg's already sprained, then a break is right around the corner. That's exactly what happened to us. I fell like 5 blocks, and it went from sprained to broken. Yeah, like whatever happened, everything in my computer stopped working. And the fan started going on overdrive. It was some sort of like CPU overloaded massive heat buildup cooling glitch. It has to probably just do with the mod, like. But we'll see. As long as it's like rare, you know, we've already played for 8 hours. That's the first thing that's happened, so. All right, let's start the job. Oh, I'm doing okay, Jesper. I'm doing okay. You just missed a crash. My entire computer just crashed, pretty much. What happened was the stream went dead, my screen turned off, and then my fan and my computer started going on overdrive, and nothing was responding. So I had to shut the computer down and then turn it back on. We don't really know necessarily what caused it, but smart money is, it's the mod. Right? Like something went wrong with the CPU, with the data handling. It overloaded the CPU. And the CPU started getting super hot, so the fans went on overdrive. All right, we're good. We got 4,000 sand here, buddy. That's sick. I honestly don't think it was the computer though, Jesper. I think it probably is just the mod. It's a very ambitious mod. Both the New York map and Tarkov. And I've never had another game crash like that ever. So we're gonna assume it was a freak occurrence and that it just ain't gonna happen again. Let me take a look at my CPU temp. Yeah, we're good. We're coasting around. Yeah, we're using like, we're not even using all of our cores for one, and for two, they're like 50 degrees, all of them. So we're fine. It was just some freak anomaly. Definitely related with the mod. You think it was the quest that triggered? It looked like that, didn't it? Because right as soon as I turned in the quest, everything got fucky. And then when we logged in, the quest wasn't turned in, and our bike was reverted to its prior position. So I honestly think it was a 7 days to die issue more than anything else. All right, let's get inside here. A lot of armored zombies in here. All right. That seems to just be a crawler. I don't see that crawler anywhere. Let's just keep clearing this place out. Pretty sure this is the loot room. Let's make sure this gun is loaded. Both of them, for that matter. Oh, here we go. Hell yeah. Oh, buddy, that is dope. Day 8.5 already, buddy. That's right, old fart. We're killing it, bud. We crushed that fucking horde. This mod has two bad things going for it, all right? The first bad thing is that there's no 25% loot, so I'm fucking unstoppable just based off that alone. But the second thing is that everything is unlocked right from the start. So not only do I have 100% loot, but I can craft workbenches, cement mixers, tools, weapons, like everything I want right away, right from the start. I'm literally like, the only way that we're gonna die in this series is if something like freak accident goes wrong while I'm searching a place. That's the only way. It's gonna have to be like I get attacked by 6 different things at once type thing, you know? Yeah, I'm not gonna die unless I get overwhelmed out in the field. But we already have an endgame horde base, so like we're beyond fine, you know? How are you doing today, old fart? All right, let's hobble around on this broke-ass leg of ours. Go upstairs, search up there. All right. Another broken bone, yeah. We got a sprain at first, and then we fell like 5 blocks down with the sprain, and it became a break. Which makes sense. It looks like in this mod, your leg becomes more vulnerable when it's sprained. More vulnerable to a break when it's sprained, reducing the amount of fallen blocks required for it to fully break. I like that. I like that change. It just makes sense. But we found a second trader. We found Trader Joel in the burnt biome. Oh. All right. Looks like we're good here. We can GT the FO if we're ready. Oh, right, the supplies. I never even grabbed those. I guess I'm glad I came all the way through here, huh? Anyway, it looks like we've hit our quest limit for the day, surprisingly. Doesn't make any sense, though. We've only done 1 quest today. That's weird. We've only done 1 quest today other than this one, so that must have to do with the crash that happened before. Anyway, let's get on the bike, grab that supply drop, turn in the job, and then we'll head home. Glad to hear you're doing well, buddy. Hello, JJ. Welcome, bud. How are you doing? Yeah, we had a massive computer crash earlier. It was nuts, actually. We're pretty sure it was the game that did it. But our entire computer crashed. Like, basically what happened was we turned in a quest, and then my screen turned off, and the stream froze at the same time. So every application on my computer kind of like shut down, and then the fan got super fucking loud. We're talking mega loud fan. But like my fans were on 100% power, right? And then I had to force my computer, I had to force the shutdown. And after we forced the shutdown, everything was working fine. But when we logged back into the game, we were reverted to a previous position as though we never turned in the quest. And our bike was in a different location too. It literally like rolled things back. So I actually think it was the game. Rather than being a problem with my computer, it was something about the game. It was a software issue that manifested in overloaded hardware. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Fuck, we gotta go in there to get that. Well, nothing quite like swimming with a broken leg. This is gonna take ages. That's damn slow. Yeah, that's the explanation for the time discrepancy fart. Man, I hope we have enough oxygen for this. The broken leg is definitely making it harder. Let's stand still, get some oxygen back. I'm beyond worried that we're gonna drown. But maybe we'll be okay. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, let's get the hell back to our bike. What'd we get in that? We got a couple treasure maps and guns and stuff. Yeah, JJ, my fan, so everything on the computer shut down, and then my fan in the computer started going crazy, like full power. So I think that something about the mod and the game caused my CPU to overheat to the point where it had to drop every other application. Like OBS stopped working, my monitor stopped working. It was crazy, buddy. And then when we logged in, the reason why I think it was the game was because the game actually got rolled back to a prior point. Like rewound our progress a little bit, right? God, this has been the most tedious swim ever. Super over encumbered and fucking swimming. Oh shit. Reload. Oh, buddy. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Broken leg, 32 slots encumbered. One thing I do know is that I've never had that happen before. It's never happened for any other game. It's never happened at any other time. I honestly think it had more to do with the game than anything else. I'm so fucking tempted to play the beta for Schedule 1, but I know it's gonna be a buggy, broken mess, so I have to temper myself. There's crazy good changes, like unbelievably great and extraordinary changes in the beta branch right now. Not only are there the lockers, not only can you apply item filters to shelves, but there's also other stuff, like you can now have 3 employees at the storage unit, which basically means you can have a beautifully automated setup there. Beautifully automated setup. I could literally have a couple botanists and a cleaner working in the storage lot and then hire a handler at the sweatshop for packaging, for example. That's huge, buddy. That's fucking extraordinary. Go live and tell everyone we can't keep playing this. Yeah, it happened twice when we were turning in a quest. So, hey guys, we're back. I'm pretty sure we know. Yeah, it's the trader. That's the second time that we got a full system crash turning in a job at Trader Joel in the burnt biome. Second time. So I'll tell you guys what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you what I have to do, all right? We're gonna have to end this stream. I'm gonna submit a bug report to the creator of this mod and try to... I'll direct him to this stream. I'll show him what happened, okay? I will report the bug. I'll do my due diligence so that they can detect it, try to fix it, whatever, right? But yeah, that was Trader Joel. Totally Trader Joel. Something about turning in the job is causing a complete system crash. So we can't keep playing this. But, well, and Sports Stooge told me that the beta's not as buggy as prior ones. So like I kind of want to try it. I'm just worried about it, right? I don't want to get invested in a playthrough that we'll lose, but I'll tell you what, we'll start a new playthrough in the beta and Schedule 1, okay? Yeah, and we're gonna test out the new content. I'm very sorry, guys, very sorry about 7 Days to Die, but honestly, the mod is good. It clearly just needs some bug fixes and stability, particularly around the traders, and I'll do my due diligence and I'll report this crash to the developer. In fact, let's just do it together while we're still live, right? May as well. So I'm gonna... How do I submit a bug to an overhaul mod? Well, I'm getting a lot of, okay, I'm gonna have to go to the mod page itself. So let's type in Tarkov, go to the Escape from Tarkov mod, and then I'm gonna scroll all the way down. Okay, and then I have to sign up so that I can actually post a comment here. Let's just do that real quick. Join the discussion. I have live stream footage of crashes happening every time I try to turn in a quest at Trader Joel in the burnt biome while playing this mod and the New York map together. This is the stream. Yeah, we're gonna do our due diligence here. We're gonna just make sure that we help the game. That's the best we can do when you get something like this, right? Don't get pissed, just try to help. This is the stream. So that's the stream posted there. Timestamps of crashes are. So I'm gonna open the stream itself. We're gonna scroll to those crash points. I may as well close the game now. We don't need to listen to the music necessarily. In fact, it's better if I don't have to talk over it, right? This is the... Okay, so, timestamps right here. That's fucking extraordinary. Go live and tell everyone we can't keep playing this. Yeah, so it's right there. That's huge, but... So when was that? So far the stream has been going for 41 minutes and 52 seconds. And this was 3 minutes 40 seconds ago. You know what? I won't be able to see the timestamps till I end the stream, but I'll tell you guys what. Give me 5 minutes, I'll report this bug, I'll start schedule 1, and I'll meet you there, okay? Take care, rock on, and peace out for now, my friends, and thank you for your understanding with the technical difficulties. It is what it is. Another day in the life of a streamer, but we still have a good life anyway. All right, later, everybody.